In this video, we're going to talk about expanding binomial square. So a plus b squared and a minus b squared. So let's talk about a plus b squared first. That's actually equal to a plus b times a plus b, right? So we're going to expand this using FOIL technique. First, a times a, right? A times a is equal to a squared. Oh, outer, a times b, that's ab, right? I inner, b times a is ab, right? B times a times b, same thing. B times b, that's b squared. So we have two like terms, 1ab, 1ab. That's going to be equal to 2ab, right? So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So when we have a plus b squared, we're going to memorize this as formula. A squared, this term squared, plus 2 times a times b, 2ab plus b squared. Okay? If we have a minus b squared, then that's going to be a squared minus, right? 2 times a times b. That's minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay? So let's memorize these two expression as a formula. Okay, let's look at concept check. What if we have negative a minus b squared? That's actually equal to a plus b squared. Okay, I'm going to show you why, okay? So let's say we have negative a minus b squared. That is equal to, actually, let me erase all of this. Okay, so that is equal to negative a plus b, all of these things squared, right? Here, negative times a, that's negative a. Negative times b, that's negative b, right? So that is equal to, well, negative is just, we can say that's negative 1 times a plus b squared, right? Let's say we have a times b, all of this expression squared. Then remember, we're going to have to distribute this exponent to each of this exponent, right? So that's going to be a squared times b, 1 times 2, b squared, right? So this is going to be equal to 2 times 1, that's a negative 1 squared, and 2 times 1 here, that's a plus b squared. So negative 1 times negative 1, negative 1 squared is positive 1, right? So that is equal to just a plus b squared. So if we have negative a minus b, all of this expression squared is equal to positive a plus b squared. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, number 2. If we have a negative a plus b squared, that is also equal to a minus b squared. Okay, I'm going to show you why. Let's say we have negative a plus b squared. That's actually equal to negative parenthesis a minus b squared, right? Negative times a, that's negative a. Negative times minus b, that's positive plus b, right? So this expression is equal to, well, if we have negative in front of a parenthesis, that's a negative 1 times a minus b squared, right? This expression right here and this expression right here, they're equal to each other, right? So that's going to be equal to -1, 2 times 1. I'm going to distribute 2 to each of these exponents. 2 times 1, that's 2. A minus b, 2 times 1, 2 square, right? So we know that this is a positive 1. So that's going to be equal to a minus b squared. So again, parentheses -a plus b squared is equal to, if you want to switch these two signs, you can do that. That's going to be equal to a minus b squared. Okay? Number 3, just be careful with this. Let's say binomial square, a plus b squared, is not just equal to a squared plus b squared, right? A plus b squared is a squared plus, we have to have this middle term, 2ab plus b squared, right? A minus b squared is not just equal to a squared minus b squared, okay? That's actually equal to a squared minus, if this is minus, we have minus here, 2ab plus b squared. Okay? Now, let's try example number 4. The question is to multiply the polynomials. So, we have x plus 4 squared, right? That is equal to x squared plus, if this is a plus, we must have a plus here, 2 times this term times this term, x times 4, plus, second term square, 4 square. So that is equal to x squared, 2 times 4, that's 8, right? Plus 8x, plus 4 squared, that's 16. Number 2 is equal to this term square, 4a squared. If this is minus, then we must have a minus here, 2 times first term times second term. Second term is just 1, right? Plus second term square, so 1 square. So that is equal to 4 square, right? 4 square, that's 16. A square minus 2 times 4, that's 8. 8a plus 1 square is 1. Number 3, we have x minus 3y squared, right? So that is equal to first term square minus, because this is minus, 2 times first term times second term, plus all of this second term square. That's the formula, right? So that is equal to x squared, here 2 times 3, that's 6. So minus 6, we have 1x, 1y, plus 3 squared y squared. 3 squared is 9, and y squared. That's it, right? Number 4 is equal to first term square plus 2 times first term, second term, plus second term square. So that is equal to 2 square 4 a square, right? A square plus 2 times 3, that's 4 times 3, 12. 12ab plus 3 square, 9b square. Checkpoint 4. The question is to multiply the polynomials. Here we have binomial and all of this binomial square, right? Let's say we have a plus b binomial square. Then that is equal to a plus b times a plus b. So this is binomial times binomial, right? For this expression, we can apply FOIL technique. Remember FOIL? First, outer, inner, last, right? So a times a, that's a square. Outer, a times b, right? A times b, that's ab. Inner, b times a, in alphabetical order, that's ab. Last, b times b, that's b squared. So that's going to be a plus ab plus ab, that's 2ab. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, right? So that's formula, okay? When we have a plus b, all of these things square is equal to a squared plus 2 times ab goes right here, and b squared is here. Okay, let's say we have a minus b squared, then that's going to be a minus b times a minus b, right? Again, using FOIL technique, a times a squared, outer a times minus b, that's minus ab. Inner minus b times a, that's minus alphabetical order ab, right? Last, minus b times minus b, that's plus b squared. So that's going to be a squared. Here we have minus ab, that's going to be minus 2ab plus b squared, right? So when we have binomial a minus b squared, then our formula is a squared, right? If this is minus, we have to have a minus here. 2 times a times b, 2ab. Or you could think that this is 2 times a times negative b. That's minus negative 2ab, right? And b squared plus b squared, right? Okay, so for number one is equal to x squared plus 2 times x times 2y, plus 2y squared, all of this expression square. So that is equal to x squared, 2 times 2, that's 4, right? So plus 4xy plus 2 squared, that's 4. So 4y squared. Does that make sense? Number 2, we have 2x minus 5y squared. So that is equal to the first term square. So when we square this, all of this expression square, okay? Minus, because we have a minus here, right? So minus 2 times, oops, let me use black. 2 times 2x times 5y, okay? Plus 5y squared, So that is equal to, here, 2x squared, 2 squared, 2x squared means 2 square x squared, right? So that's going to be 4x squared, minus 2 times 5, that's 4 times 5, 20, right? So minus 20 xy plus 5 squared, 25 y squared, y squared. Okay, number 3. We have 1 over 4 plus 3b squared. So that is equal to 1 over 4 squared plus 2 times 1 over 4 times 3b plus 3b squared, right? So 1 over 4 squared is 1 squared over 4 squared. That's 1 over 16. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. So that's 1/2 times 3b. That's plus 3 over 2b plus 3b squared. That's 9b squared, right? Number 4. Number 4, we have negative here and minus here. Let's say we have, let me write down here. Let's say we have minus a minus b squared. That's actually equal to here, negative a plus b, right? So negative a minus times plus b, that's minus b, right? So all of that square. So that is equal to, if negative is multiplied 2 times, that will be positive, right? So that is equal to positive a plus b squared. So this expression, if we have negative here minus here, then that's equal to a plus b squared. Okay? So let's rewrite this expression as a plus 2b over 3 squared. So that is equal to a squared plus 2 times a times 2b over 3 plus all of this expression square, right? So that is equal to a squared. Here, 2 times 2 over 3, that's 4 over 3, right? So 4 over 3ab plus 2 squared 4, b squared, 3 squared 9.